Dana is 8 years old, and she's anorexic.
I wanted to lose weight. I just stopped eating.
Younger and younger girls are now getting serious eating disorders.
The moment then, I wanted to die.
80% of 11 to 14-year-olds worry about their body image.
I hated how I looked, and I looked really ugly, and I hated it.
What's really alarming is that in just 2 years, the number of children under 10 admitted to hospital with eating disorders increased by nearly 50%.
I'm in no doubt that the average age now is falling. We are seeing more 8, 9, 10-year-olds than we've ever seen before. You can't underestimate how serious it is.
We follow Dana as she undergoes a strict 12-week treatment program.
Even if you throw up here, they have to replace your food.
And we examine why younger children are deciding to starve themselves, no matter what the consequences.
Sometimes I think it's just easier if I was dead. And then no one would have to care.
It's not just about kids that don't want to eat. It's about children that literally can't.
Dana, ready to be home? Come on.
Dana has been admitted to Rhodes Farm Clinic, a specialised eating disorders unit with a tough regime.
This is like the dumping ground, torture chamber. Torture, that's all it is, torturing kids.
This will be Dana's new home for the next 12 weeks. The clinic will feed her, check her weight, and try to find out why she became anorexic.
That's it.
I didn't even know what anorexia was until my mom showed me on the internet. And everything that anorexia would have done, I was doing it.
Dr. Dee Dawson set up Rhodes Farm over 20 years ago to treat a growing number of teenagers with eating disorders.
Now you can find a quote.
Recently, she has seen a big shift.
Certainly in the last 2 or 3 years, we've seen younger and younger children coming into the unit in larger and larger numbers. I am in no doubt that the average age now is falling. We are seeing more 8, 9, 10-year-olds than we've ever seen before.
Well done.
Before she came to the clinic, Dana had been starving herself. She had lost nearly a quarter of her body weight, leaving her at a dangerously low 3 stone.
What did you think when your parents told you were coming here?
No, they didn't tell me. I thought I was just going bird watching down North Yorkshire, and like there was a sign on the gate saying Rhodes Farm.
Well, how did your parents explain where you were?
They didn't explain because we were already there, and so I just held on the collar thing.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Every time, someone new is coming, a ripple goes through the house. And this black car draws up, and out of it get these 2 people, and then we hear us screaming. And we're like, the new girl's here.
I can remember screaming in her head off, like, I'm not getting out the car, I'm not getting out the car.
She was pleading, Mommy, please don't leave me here. Please don't leave me here. I promise I'll eat more. I will. Just take me home again. And I just said, it's no good because you're making promises that you can't keep.
Like Dana, many young children are insecure about the way they look. It's now estimated that 3/4 of 7-year-olds want to be thinner. If anorexia does strike a young child, it can develop suddenly and aggressively. In Dana's case, it happened almost overnight.
She was a very happy child, very sporty, very active. Dana was not the kind of child you would ever expect this to happen to, which is why I really didn't see it coming. It just came from nowhere.
Shortly after Dana's 8th birthday, her eating habits changed drastically.
I stopped eating fewer amounts, and then I gave up sweets. Then I gave up junk food, and then all the food just together.
You wouldn't think an 8-year-old would stop eating. You just think, oh, she's trying to get a bit of attention. She's trying to do something. She's trying to get my mom or dad upset.
Within a week, we knew we had a serious problem, and so we had her admitted into a paediatric ward. The problem then really became severe because once she was admitted, she stopped eating completely. Completely. She wouldn't even drink water. She said, if you leave me in here, I'll never eat again.
I'd bring food up to her, food in a tray. She wouldn't touch any of it.
She went 2 weeks without any food. Nothing. Not even water. Refusal. Everything had to be forced.
I got put in this hospital, but I had the tube in once.
They put her on an IV glucose drip, but she really resisted. I mean, she resisted that so badly. She sat for hours. She wrapped the tube around her hand in an effort to prevent the glucose coming into her body. And she sat with her hand up like this for over 6 hours. In the end, all the circulation in her arm, you know, it must have been so painful. It must have been so painful.
The most difficult and stressful day we faced when she started said, "Let me die. I don't want to eat. Let me die."
She was just really skinny, skinny, where the point is organs were shutting down. The organs in her body were shutting down, so the doctors were like, there's a fair chance she might not make it.
What did people say?
You're not eating enough calories, you're gonna die.
They said that
Yeah.
to you. How did that make you feel?
I don't care.
And when you looked at her, she'd completely lost all her stomach. It was just, you could see the rib cage. She had no backside. It was just completely inwards.
How much were you eating?
Maybe 175 calories.
Every day?
Yeah.
After 19 days in hospital, Dana had made little progress and was taken home.
She agreed to eat small quantities of food, but it was okay if she hadn't exercised the way she did.
Should walk the stairs up and down and up and down and up and down.
15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, non-stop.
The more she lost, the more happy she was.
Do you know why this happened to you?
There was no reason for it. My mum they couldn't find the reason for it. It was nothing to do with school, it was nothing to do with friends, so we never found the reason.
A turning point, I think, was one morning. She came to me in the bedroom and she started to cry. And she said, "I'm so tired from exercising." I said, "Well, stop. I can't." I said, "Of course you can. Please just stop." And she cried. She was exhausted. And she cried at me and said, "No, I can't. I have to do another 100 laps. And Mummy, I'm so tired. What can I do?" And I was just, it was just heartbreaking. It really was. Because she's torturing herself. And she's 8 years old.
At Rhodes Farm, Dana must live according to the clinic rules. The schedule is strictly planned.
You get up at 7, but you have to be ready for breakfast at 8. And then starts at 9, school. School ends at 3:30.
And what happens after school?
Activities.
As the youngest patient, Dana will have to live alongside 20 anorexic and bulimic teenagers.
It's quite scary at first to see that. Poor girl, she's 8 years old. How can this be happening to her?
The calories, that's just surprised me that an 8-year-old knew all the calories. And I was like, how? She's 8 and she shouldn't know that.
It's really sad because, she's 8, she should be at home with her mum and dad.
You can't miss your family. Everyone just wants to get home.
I decided I had to do it, and I just gave her a big cuddle, and I said, "I love you very, very much, and that's why you have to stay here."
week of treatment at Rhodes Farm Clinic.
I would say in the last few years, especially, we're seeing so much younger children. It's, you know, it shocks me.
Dana had dieted to the point of starvation, restricting herself to 175 calories a day. To compensate, she must now have 2,400 calories, 50% more than is normal for a child her age.
Every meal was a fight. It was a battle of wills. And it was rather like playing mind games with an 8-year-old, but the problem was I was always one step behind.
Now, Dana's control over food has been taken away. The clinic is in charge.
We are very, very clear that not eating is not an option. We don't negotiate, we don't do deals. This is probably the first time since they developed their illness that they have come up against people who are so as determined, let's say, as they are.
I just came, and then it was mealtime, and all I saw was food in front of me, and I was, oh my God.
What did the food look like?
It was tasty, I gotta admit. Most of the food is actually quite tasty, except if it's made by D.
On the day that she was admitted, she was literally prized out of the car by staff because she was not, her detainment, she was not coming in here, she was not going to eat, she wasn't doing anything. And yet she sat down and ate. Why? She was probably hungry. And it's actually, sometimes it's such a relief that they just get on with it.
For younger anorexics, starving themselves is not really about food. It's a cry for help.
People think anorexics are stupid because they do it because they want to be thin. I'd never do this in a million years if I just wanted to be thin. I'd never hurt myself the way I'm doing. I'd never hurt my family the way I'm doing. I'm not that kind of person.
Usually, anorexia nervosa doesn't begin by a child wanting to be thin. It begins with a child who has lots and lots of problems, either at school or at home, and starts to look for a way to get some sort of grasp, to get some sort of control back in their lives.
Although she's only 8, Dana's expected to get to grips with the rules just like all the older girls.
I would never have eaten peppers, cucumbers, onions, or mushrooms, or aubergine, but everything they're saying has been eaten here. Name it and you've eaten it here.
There's no escape from food, and it's a struggle.
Every time you sit at that table, it's like trying to fight your worst fear continuously. And you have to be so strong to have to deal with it every day.
Many of the girls have developed tricks and rituals to avoid food and prevent weight gain.
Vinegar apparently makes you feel less hungry. Like jiggling your leg apparently speeds up your metabolic rate.
Grace, can you stop jiggling your feet, please? Really good if you could put 2 pieces of pasta on that fork each time. It doesn't take quite so long to eat.
Historically, anorexics will hide food. They will put it up the sleeves, they will put it in pockets, they will put it under the table, even hide food in their hair, smear things into the hair.
You learn a lot of things. That's why I think it can be quite a bad environment for some people, because they come in not knowing and then they see these people that employ all these tactics and they're like, ooh, good plan.
I got a toothbrush and shoved it down the back of my throat and I threw up.
There's tanking where people drink lots of water before they're weighed because water makes you heavier.
Sometimes I would vomit in little jars and hide it under my bed. All I could think about was just losing weight and getting away with hiding food and hiding the things that I was doing. It was just such a buzz.
They are very, very devious. Parents are very easily fooled in a unit where not so easily fooled.
They have to be closely supervised to break their anorexic habits.
Shall I try to relax your shoulders a bit?
We have all the little rules and ways that we want them to eat. not separating food, not smearing food, which they don't actually realise they're doing, but they are doing it, and it's done in such a way as that, oh, they think nobody will notice, and I'll just spread that there and I don't have to have that bit of sauce. And then we have to say, but you've got to scrape your plate. And it looks a little bit excessive. But at the end of the day, if they don't eat, they're going to die.
It's 3 weeks into Dana's stay, and she's making friends.
She's done really well. She settled very, very quickly.
Jazz. She acts like my big sister all the time.
I was really shocked that an 8-year-old will come into a strange place with lots of teenagers and actually really be quite at home. She settled in really, really quickly.
While she's at the clinic, Dana's weight is closely monitored. She's expected to put on 1 kilo every week.
As soon as she realised that actually it was okay to eat, she found that very reassuring, and she's just gone on leaps and bounds, and I think she surpassed even what we would have anticipated.
I think I put on 2 kilos, and I've only been here a few weeks.
Putting on weight earns you rewards. It ensures you get days out with your family and leave the clinic on time.
She just wants to get back to her family. Sometimes I just think that she's just putting on a brave face and saying it's all fine, but you can do that and it's not. People do eat to get out because they've kind of got a thing like, I'll eat till I get out, and then when I get out, I don't have to.
I just want to go home. Every single person here just wants to go home.
But home was where Dana's anorexia had started.
It is a demon. It's something that comes in there, possesses your child, and you can't fight it, they can't fight it, you don't know what to do.
Even at her young age, Dana was showing the classic signs of anorexia.
A lot of people say that anorexia is like another voice in their head. I call her anorexic Anna. It's half you and half this, other identity. And you have to learn to kind of push it back and push it back.
In the beginning, they tried to fight it. When she first started, and we were out in the local mall, and we were going to go for ice cream. And I said, oh, come on, this is a Haagen-Dazs. We'll be having my chocolate sundae. And she went, I can't. What do you mean you can't? I can't. And her eyes filled up with tears. And I'm like, don't be silly. Of course you can. Why can't you? And she went like this to me. It won't let me. The voice in my head, it won't go out, Mum. And she started doing this and said to me, you don't understand, Mummy. It won't go away. It won't let me.
There's someone who lives in your head, but she's moved the real you out of your brain and just sort of left a tiny bit of it. And she controls your brain and everything you do.
I remember once she'd been in hospital about 3 days, and she suddenly reached out without any warning and grabbed a strawberry off the dish and ate it. And of course we all went, oh, and we all clapped and we go, thank God she's broke, she's broken. She never touched another thing. And I said, why did you stop? And she said, because the voice told me that was a very naughty, bad thing to do. I would say to her, it's like a little bad fairy that's gotten into you, and you haven't got to listen to it. You've got to listen to the good fairy and don't listen to the bad fairy. How else do you explain it to an 8-year-old child,
Like Dana, Georgie was only 8 when she first developed anorexia.
At 8 years old, I was like a walking skeleton. My teeth were yellow and horrible, and my hair was falling out so bad. And I just looked like a skeleton with skin on.
Georgina, ready?
When anorexia strikes a child as young as 8, it can dominate their entire childhood. At 16, body image is still a big issue for Georgie.
I don't want to put weight on. I'm just doing me scared on how it's going to sit on me. Because I look at people who are about to leave here, and to me they look fat. But
And I don't want to look like that.
Come down. Good, you've gained. And you're above your line.
It gets harder when you start to see the changes. Because I like the bones, which is horrible to say. But I do, and I can't help it.
Next one.
Sometimes I think it's just easier if I was dead. And then no one would have to care.
Dana is making good progress with eating. But this is only part of her treatment. Like the older girls, she must now think about what may have caused her anorexia.
Just because somebody comes in here and eats certainly doesn't mean that they're better. Because everybody comes in here and eats, they can still have a very anorexic way of thinking.
Any child that comes in at 8, you've got to wonder, why has this happened to her? Something's triggered it, but what and why? And what makes somebody not want to eat? I don't know.
We need to try and get you to explain a little bit about how it happened and what you feel like. Would you mind doing that?
Like at first I started giving up sweets,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was all junk food,
Mm-hmm.
and then I became vegetarian, and then stopped eating completely.
Did you? Why did you do that?
The moment then I wanted to die.
Did you? Why?
I can't remember why.
Oh, goodness. Were you worried about the way you looked?
Yeah,
Did you used to look in the mirror? And what did you see?
I can't remember.
Try and remember.
Fat?
Did everybody else think you were fat?
No,
Just you? Where were you fat?
everywhere.
Were you?
Mm.
Do you think you could try and explain what made you start this? Do you think you could really try hard to...
They never found out why I started.
No?
Some people might have thought it was from school or stress, I don't know.
So you don't know at all why you suddenly thought that you should stop eating? Because that's quite a sad thing to do, isn't it? Do you think it's better to be eating properly?
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to keep doing that now?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but I'd rather eat than come back.
Okay. I don't think we have got very far in understanding what Dana's problems are and why she began to do this. She made it look as though being at Rhodes Farm and starting to eat again was extremely simple, and I'm sure it wasn't anything like as easy as she would have us believe.
Dana has been in the clinic for 8 weeks. Today, her parents have arrived to take her out. It's the next stage of her treatment.
Come on, how's my girl? Oh, are you all right? Get your shoes on. Okay, something comfy. It's always great to see her. Days go quite quickly, though. You know, it's not as bad at first when I thought, oh, God, 12 weeks. Oh, God, how am I going to survive 12 weeks without her? The first week was hard. But after that, in between the twice-a-week phone calls, it just flies by. Oh, precious.
Dana has been steadily gaining weight. But if she's to be discharged on time, she must show that she can eat a meal outside the clinic. It's a big test.
They look like you could just give them a big cuddle, don't they? This is what I noticed most in Dana's recovery, her interest in life again and everything around her.
It's more than a dream. It's just like
Right.
finding her in a different, it's a different person now. I cannot believe it. What are you going to have?
I think fish and chips.
Dana must select a high-calorie main course and dessert.
Fish and chips. Thank you. Oh, that's tiny. Is that nice? Nice chips, aren't they?
Determined not to fail the test, Dana is trying to stick to Rhodes Farm rules and finish everything.
When you're dealing with anorexia, every little crumb counts. So you have to break that down. If it's important for every little crumb to count to you to avoid eating it, then it's important for them to make sure that they eat it to counteract this feeling of, if I avoid 6 crumbs, that's less calories. They've got to break that down. Yes, it's well cleaned, Jess. Dana, that's enough, I think. Mm-hmm. Well done. I really want to see her eat this ice cream. And the chocolate cake, and yeah, you know, I really want to see that. I want to see her eat fun food just because it's nice.
What will that mean to you? If you see her eat fun food like that, what will that say to you?
A normal child. Wow, that's lovely. Is it as delicious as it looks?
Mom, could you eat all of this?
I don't know, actually. I think I might struggle.
At the clinic, portions are strictly calculated, but outside they're not. Presented with an adult-sized dessert, Dana's mum must decide what to do.
Think it would be all right for you to leave that?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Because it was a whole portion, that, you know, it was an adult-sized piece of cake.
Well, I have eaten more than half.
And you've had 2 scoops of ice cream with it.
Yeah, and I have a half. Should I leave that? I'll just in case, I'll eat it just in case.
Just eat what you keep going as much as you can, and if you feel you're going to be sick, then stop, okay?
Dana still believes she must eat it all, or she'll fail the test.
I really don't know. It's not going to be my fault, is it?
Do you want to stop?
No.
I think you should stop now, don't you? Yeah? Yeah.
Dana wants to guarantee that she won't have to stay in the clinic any longer than necessary.
They sort of say another mouthful, another step closer to home, but it may be another step towards your target weight. It doesn't necessarily mean it's another step towards helping you psychologically with the problem.
What if I feel my meal?
You won't feel your meal. You did very well. I'm very proud of you.
I actually hope she's not eating to get out, because if she's holding in all her problems and eating to get out, so when she gets out, she'll still have these problems, and then everything will go bang again.
It's 9 weeks since Dana arrived at Rhodes Farm. Every week she takes part in a group therapy session run by a psychologist.
I feel like I'm so far away from getting better, and like no one can help me.
With an increasing number of younger anorexics, new ways must be found to help them express their feelings. Dana selects a character in a drawing to explain what she's thinking.
The boat sailing over the sea, that's what I hope to feel like in the end of the sea.
It is important to talk about it, because holding it in is just making it worse. I feel like she doesn't want to let it out, because she wants everyone to think she's fine.
You're actually getting better here, but like you may still be here with a mental sickness for still a while.
The one thing about Dana is that she doesn't really discuss things. That may be to do with her age, that it's how she verbalises things is different to, say, a 15 or 16-year-old. You ask her, is everything okay? And it's all just, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. That may be the truth, but sometimes it may not be the truth, but she isn't telling us at the moment.
Like Dana, Bryony was the youngest at Rhodes Farm. She also found it difficult to talk about how she felt. One of the problems of anorexia affecting younger children is that they are less able to communicate.
Younger people don't know how to express their feelings, and so the way of doing that is to like use food as like a way of like control.
Yeah, you
Say
have
with
to,
you then.
if you can't control everything else, then at least you can control food.
And like you can't talk about your feelings because you're too young to like realize what's going on.
Yeah.
Like before, I wasn't happy with my life and I wasn't happy with me, and so like I just used eating as a way to like express my feelings, kind of thing. Like that was my way to say like something's not right. I don't know what's not right, but something's not right, and so that's kind of why I got ill.
Even though she left the clinic 18 months ago, Bryony is still in the process of working out what triggered her anorexia.
Although I think that I knew something was wrong with me, I kept it all bottled up. And so that's like one of the main things I've learned from my illness is that I need to talk about things and tell people how I'm feeling. And I feel I can do that a lot more now than I could do before I was ill.
Bryony's parents separated when she was 2.
Before I got ill, my mum and dad had both got remarried, and I had a new little half-sister.
I think she did find it strange, the reconfiguration of me marrying somebody else and her dad marrying somebody else. And I think one of the catalyst events was the fact that Daddy had a new baby girl. And I think that really threw her world upside down amongst all the other things that were happening at the same time.
There's an awful lot of pressure on kids, generally. And I suppose the kids who previously would have been 13, 14, who had this sort of pressure, they are younger, with the magazines, with society pressurising them to be grown up. So they're not little kids anymore. And so that goes into someone who's not ready, and it all goes wrong.
Dana's problems seemed to begin when she wanted to eat more healthily.
Did you want to be thin, or
Yeah,
did you not like food?
I just wanted to lose a bit of weight.
Did you think you were fat?
No, I just wanted to lose a bit of weight.
And did you decide to go on a diet?
Yeah.
And was it difficult or easy?
Easy.
Dana first said to me, her first point to me was that she was going to give up junk food. And, I didn't really take that very seriously, not from an 8-year-old child. The second day, she said she was going to ration herself to 1 sweetie a day, which I just laughed at.
She just caught on to the whole carrier thing, and then she started to look at the boxes and, oh, this has this much, and that's really fattening.
How do you know how many calories are in things?
I don't know.
Were you counting calories?
Yeah.
Did you look at the packets of food?
She started looking at the contents of everything I bought at the supermarket, reading the calories, reading the fat content.
I think she was trying to be healthy because she'd always look at something that's low fat, not low fat. So at the beginning, my mom was persuading her with low fat food, and then she's like, I don't even want that. That even makes me fat.
All right.
Dana's too young to be able to explain to us why she decided to stop eating. Some of the older ones have experienced exactly the same problems, but have the maturity to be able to analyse their thoughts and feelings and to be able to explain them to us in a much clearer way than Dana can.
Like Dana, Michelle's problems began with trying to eat more healthily.
I thought I'd get really clear skin and I'd live longer, less chance of developing something like cancer. And I just kept getting thoughts like that at first. Firstly, I cut out puddings and then biscuits and chocolate. I hate eating it. There was a point where I was just terrified of eating a piece of white bread. It had to be brown. It's weird to think how I started by trying to make myself so healthy, and it ended by that if I'd carried on, I would have killed myself. It's mainly with all the media, they're saying all this stuff, you've got to have 5 a day. Oh, if you eat healthy, you less of a chance of developing an illness.
I'm in no doubt that the reason we're seeing younger and younger children is because they are exposed to constant talk about low-fat diets, about the evil nature of cream and chips, about the fact that everyone should be going to the gym and jogging every day. These very vulnerable, perfectionistic children are picking up on that very early. It's making them very anxious, and they're thinking that they should be doing it too.
Dana set herself weight loss targets and exercised excessively to achieve them.
If we actually managed to make her eat, she would double her workout time, just to try and burn off what she was eating.
She'd set her phone to wake her up at 5, and she'd be exercising without my parents knowing, because they'd be sleeping.
And she'd just walk and walk and walk and walk and walk.
Oh, skipping. So we removed the skipping rope. Then she started running up and down the stairs. Then she started jumping. If you removed everything from her, she would jump on the spot up and down, non-stop.
Did you do a lot of exercise?
Yeah.
Did you? Did you know that? What did you think that was going to do to you, have doing exercise?
Lose more weight.
Does it? Did it help? What did you do?
Skipping.
Did you? How long did you skip for?
Like throughout the day, I would do 1 hour after every meal.
An hour of skipping after every meal, did you? That's a lot of skipping, isn't it? So you did an hour of skipping and then
running
as well. How many times did you run?
For as long as I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe half an hour.
Just once a day?
No, maybe more than once a day.
Really? What else did you do?
That's it.
That's it. That's quite a lot of exercise, isn't it? And how do you feel about that now?
I can never do that again.
No? Why?
Because I'll just bring me back here.
Well, but do you think you should be exercising like that?
Oh, boy. The things I get talked into.
Dana's 12 weeks at Rhodes Farm are nearly up. But before she's discharged, she's allowed out again with her family. It's going to be Dana's mum who'll be in control from now on.
Food. It'll probably come under fast food, won't it?
She's come armed with a calorie book to check that Dana gets enough to eat.
Got to make sure she gets at least 750 on lunch. I don't think we'll have any problems, so I really don't. I'm quite confident that she's fine and she's over it now.
Dana is not supposed to negotiate about what food she eats.
She just has to do it, and that's it, you know. She's been sick, and I have to keep in mind she's been sick. And that, you know, they do damage to their bodies, and they need extra calories to repair the damage that they've caused, you know. I'm quite sure it was fun. They know what they're doing, you know, and there's a reason for everything they do. So I'm not going to start questioning, and I have to keep firm with her, and there shouldn't be any bargaining over what she eats at all. She should eat what's there.
I can't see why I can't change it.
You can't what?
Change for something else.
No, you can't, no.
Maybe not flavoured chocolate, please.
Well, what flavour would you like? I'll change the flavour, yes. The size I will not change.
I've had enough chocolate today.
Okay, would you like a strawberry one? Okay, go get a strawberry one. That's perfect. There we go.
Can we do something outside?
Yeah, well, you can have a little bite now, and we'll walk along and you can eat it. No problem. The thought that I might have to do this for years is a bit off-putting, to be honest. You know, the thought, God, is this the way it's going to be forever now? It's a bit difficult. I mean, you remember the days when you just ate what you wanted to eat and didn't think about it, you know? Now, if I've got to calculate everything thing she eats, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be carefree and relaxed anymore, I don't think, you know?
Dana has reached her target weight. She's finally allowed to go home.
We don't keep them long enough to cure them. That could take a year, 2 years, maybe 3 years in some cases. And it wouldn't be a good idea to keep a child in an inpatient unit all that time. So we like to bring the children in, refeed them, and get them home early.
I'm really hoping because she was so young and she's made such a good recovery so quickly, we can close the book on this. It'll just be like a little blip that came along in our childhood that we nipped in the bud, and I hope. I can't, just relieved, really.
Dana's biggest test is still to come.
Dana, she's done the programme and yes, she's 8 and things might go really brilliantly. But on the other hand, she got into that situation once. There isn't really anything to stop her getting into that situation again in the future. Bye. You worry for every patient that goes home because you know how easily this illness can take hold and how it hangs on and hangs on. And I don't think it's gone from Dana completely. I don't think so. I think it's too soon for it to be gone completely. So I think there might be little problems. I hope I'm wrong.
It's been 3 weeks since Dana left Rhodes Farm.
Did you have a good day, Dana?
And she's still at her target weight of just over 4 stone.
Dana, tell me what it's like being back at home.
It's okay. Nice. But I still miss Rhodes Farm.
Do you? What do you miss?
The people. I miss Rhodes Farm, but I don't miss the fish pie. It was disgusting.
I mean, I felt jubilant when I got back home with that. Oh, it was so good to get home, It felt right again. It's as if it was just a bad dream. Really, it is. It's just like it was a blot. It was like a nightmare,
Boys go to Jupiter to be more stupider. Girls go to Mars to be rock stars.
Since she returned home, Dana's family had been thinking about all the influences in her life before she became ill.
Itsy bitsy lollipop, the boys love you.
I always feel it was just a few things that clicked together like a jigsaw. One, she started watching this program called America's Biggest Losers. It's a weight loss challenge. I did see her watching it. I just didn't really consider it dangerous. I didn't, she was never been a kid that had even mentioned dieting.
Seashells.
It just clicked into place. If you don't eat, you lose weight. And watching this weight loss challenge program about how they were all trying to give up food, it was just a combination of things that happened together.
My mom blamed me. She blamed me. She thought, oh, because you go on diets or something, she copies you.
She tried to copy my sister. At the time, she was a teenager, and teenagers sometimes go through, oh, that's a bit too much calories here, and that's too fattening, and doing the low-fat diet things. And, sometimes little sister likes to copy big sister.
My dad would be screaming, it's all your fault, it's all your stupid nonsense that's probably led her to this. They actually just didn't know who to, when you're in this situation where you're just so frustrated, you just point fingers at people. So I think that's what led them to say it's your fault.
Do you know why all of this happened to you, why you became anorexic?
No.
Do you think about it sometimes?
No.
You're dealing with an 8-year-old child who doesn't understand herself why it happened. So you're not going to get answers. You're not going to get adult conversation out of a child, That's okay. I don't need them. I can live without them, as long as she's okay, yeah.
Is this something you want to forget?
Yes.
Why?
I just do. I don't know why, I just do.
Back at the clinic, Dr. Dawson's team continue treating an increasing number of under-10s.
I worry very much that we're seeing so many younger and younger children. They are being robbed of their childhood these days. Children as young as 5 and 6 are sitting in the playground, discussing the shape of their bodies, talking about the fact that they've got fat bits that they would rather not have. You can't underestimate how serious it is.
A third of children who develop anorexia will live with it for the rest of their lives.
Do you think you're back to normal?
Personally, I think it will affect me for the rest of my life because, like, although, like, I don't think I'm going to go down that road again and stuff, and although I don't think it's going to happen again, like, it's always going to be there in the back of my mind, and I just hate that. That devil will always be there. I've just got to learn to kind of, like, not let it get hold of me again, and I think if it did, I would definitely know straight away that something was wrong.
The way I look on it is maybe if she doesn't finish all her dinner some days, okay, but it's not exactly the diet of an anorexic either. As long as I don't pick up signs that she's deliberately trying to count calories or she's trying to avoid chocolate or dessert or ice cream, I'm not going to worry. I'm going to just try and keep a lid on it, you know.
Do you think the anorexia has gone away now?
Yeah.
Do you want some more? Do you want some more peas?
No, thank you.
No, thank you, all right. We're going to have some dessert after?
Chocolate's horrible.
We just have to do, you know, what we can to avoid a relapse. At the same time, allow her to live her life, not to let the anxiety show. So that's my main worry now. I've got to keep my anxieties to myself. I've still got to keep a check on her, but she hasn't got to be so aware. She's just got to get on with her life now. She's just a child.